you guys make sure you like this video and subscribe to Mikez, okay? Make sure if you don't subscribe to Mikez, you're gonna have a fat forehead and a big hairline.
Well, I'm with the guy Max inside. Subscribe to him. Make sure you do still. Best content coming out. You know how it is.
Oh, fucking hell, it's the wrong format. Hello, and welcome back to another live. I just swore in the first 20 seconds of my live. I'm not getting monetized. I am not getting monetized. Shake my head. Shake my head. But today, Q&A. We are doing it Christmas Day, Q&A. Got some fatting drinks, mate. But we're going to have some fun. It's Christmas Day. I'm tired, but I also just want to have fun today. I'm not trying to do nothing serious. I've got questions on the YouTube community page. I've got questions on Instagram. And feel free to ask anything in a live chat. And I'll try and keep myself as PC as possible. Also, make sure to subscribe as well. Obviously, you can't ask a question unless you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. So subscribe, and after a minute, you'll be able to ask a question. Yes, Elijah, I am going to be honest about YouTube. If asked any YouTube questions, we are also recapping the channel if we get time. We also recapping the channel. Big up, my guy. Big up, my guy. I hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well. Big up, guys. Hope you're all well and hope you've had a good Christmas day. I've had a great Christmas day, bro. Hope you're doing well, Harry. Hope you're doing well. Using the IG Q&A questions. Yeah, so I'm going to use IG Q&A questions. There's a couple on the community page on my YouTube as well. And anyone that is free to ask anything in the chat. Because I've got, obviously, IG questions from when I put the question thing out there, but also the group chat. The group chat as well. So feel free to ask anything you want. Doesn't have to be football, doesn't have to be pen game, because those are the two communities I am part of. But you can ask literally anything you want me to answer, and I will try my best to answer it if I'm allowed to. That is the life we are living at this current moment in time. So I'm going to start on Instagram. Big up Robert. Robert sent in a few questions. Rather keeping politics and infrastructure out of the equation. As a London resident, tell us what makes the UK a better place to live than the US. Because we are better, innit? We're just better. The reason why we're better. Why are we better? We're better because we have grime. We have grime. So you should live here for the culture of that. And also, no AK is going to be brought out of me from out of nowhere. So there's also that as well. Not even a diss at the Americans. That's the truth. There's guns aren't legal here, bruv. So that is also a thing. So yeah, that is my answer to that question. Did you see Crafty 893 versus Duppy joint diss track? I haven't. I actually haven't seen that. I haven't seen those diss tracks on each other as well. Okay, so I'm gonna need to check that out when I click off stream. That's what I'm gonna do first. That's what I'm gonna do first when I click off. But big up to Elijah for the raid. Big up Prime as always. Big up to E for the raid. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Robert also asked, what do you identify as your biggest strength? Why do people like you? Fuck no, why do people like me? That's a very good question. I'm gonna take my glasses off actually. Why do people like me? Autism. I don't know. Like I think I have good autistic energy instead of the bad one. But also, I think I'm just a genuine person. I'm an honest person. I keep by my morals. I keep by my own rules, and I don't be a hypocrite about what I say, etc. I live, by my own shit. I live by my own shit. I don't like go back on myself. Pause. You know what I mean? Like I'm a person who stands on my morals. I think that's why I keep the same energy for everything. I feel like I'm a person you can talk to if like you're going through something, because I'm very sympathetic and I'm someone who goes through stuff all the time as well. So I'm someone that you can talk to when doing that. I'm a very nice. Some people take the kindness for weakness, which is what I need to learn not to do. That's my biggest weakness. I know you didn't ask that question, but that is my biggest weakness. So yeah. Pick up, Robert. I'm answering your questions now. Man said we don't. Views. Man said views. I don't get views. I don't get views. Fuck's sake. You have morals? Yeah, fair enough. I do have morals. Yes, Waleed. What you saying, bro? What you saying? Bruv. Alright. I'm going through Robert's questions first because they're just on my camera roll first. Would you ever enter a relationship of sorts with a married woman knowing that she would leave her husband for you? No. Because what makes you think you're not next? And as much as people can say like, what makes you think that you can't keep her? You got to believe in yourself and all that. What makes you think that, when you're going into the relationship, for example, you know how you got into that relationship. So you could be the next one to get left, bruv. She was willing to go through the whole relationship, get married, and still shag someone else and still be willing to leave her husband. You know how long that is? That's not the type of baggage and pause for baggage that I am looking for in a relationship. Why are you the GOAT? I don't know, bro. I think people just that's the guy with the forehead and the glasses in the crowd, bro. That's that guy, bro. That's people like me because I'm just happy in the pen game crowd. Or if you know me from the football community, it's because I talk about my club. I'm so fucking drunk. Good answer. I'm assuming that was for the biggest strength question. That question is a zinger. All of his questions are kind of zingers. I can't lie. What makes you think she's worth keeping? Exactly, bruv. She ain't worth keeping. You put some decent questions. Wait, where did you put the questions? Because I don't think I saw. Oh, I might have seen your questions in the screenshot. Hold on. I'm going to have to check this. Because I only saw 8 questions on Instagram when I asked the first time via. Hold on. I'm going to check if your questions were on there. Your questions weren't on there, Mula. Your questions weren't on there. So if you remember any of them, put them in the YouTube. Because when I went on Insta, they weren't on there. When I went on Insta, we got Drake. Fucking hell. We got drunk Mike's Q&A. Oh my god, I can't read. We got drunk Mike's for a Q&A today. Yes, you do. You spammed it up. Oh shit, man. Bro, if you can remember any of the questions, please just put them in the YouTube channel. I'll answer them because only 10 questions came up for me. We got some out of the box questions there. Yeah, some out of the box ones for real. Okay, yeah, cool. Hey, Mikes, would you say you're a musically oriented person? Yes, I would. I think the way it is, when I was growing up, I think most football fans when they were growing up wanted to be a footballer. But as soon as I realized I couldn't make it in football, I wanted to translate over to music real quick. When my mum was watching a show, basically being of how less of a chance it is to become a footballer when you're a kid in the UK, I was like, I'm gonna start rapping, and I was 8, 9, 10, something like that. I was just on the sofa just watching a show with my mum of this, how unlikely it is to make it. But I'm gonna go through more of the Q&A questions that were originally asked on Insta, but through the question box. I'm gonna come back to Robert's questions as well, just so I can vary it. Big up to my brother Waleed. Waleed asked a question on the thing. How do you feel Rep Your Bars became a thing and you do well in it, etc.? You know what? I like the platform in it. I didn't know it was gonna not take. It hasn't taken off yet. It will take off, but I didn't know it was gonna develop this quick. When I first heard about it, I just saw it in people's stories. I wasn't in the GC. I wasn't in the community and stuff like that as well. But I was actually meant to be in the first event. Funny enough, I was meant to be in the first event. I was meant to battle someone, a certain someone, and because I was on holiday. And they didn't want me to do a pre-recording or whatever. They just couldn't match the battle with me because the guy wanted to battle someone that was already battling on that time. So I was on holiday. I was in Greece at the time. And then actually, funny enough, I saw Robert's verse. I saw Robert's verse against LB. I was like, yeah, I got to ask someone if I got to join. And then I think it was Drew that got me into the group chat. Do you have a gym playlist? To be honest, no. The reason why I don't have a gym playlist is because, for example, I know what type of music I want to play when I'm doing certain exercises. So I do cardio twice a week. When I'm doing cardio, I play garage and house music, EDM, that type of music. When I'm doing You know, when I'm lifting, curling, etc. You know, all of that stuff. I am mainly listening to like fast tempo shit, like grime, drill. That's what I'm listening to, like, or some hard hitting real rap. That's what I'm listening to. I don't have a what's it called? I don't have a specific like gym playlist per se, but for example, cardio plus gym plus garage slash house music. Some of that one of the best combos you can have. And also they got the DJ thing now on Apple Music, so you can easily just transition the songs. Interesting question, Waleed. Indeed. RYB top 3 most potential. Okay. I'm gonna go Chef. I really like Chef's verse against Swipe That. Because I'm gonna say people that are like that are not getting credit yet because they've either barely battled or they're just not established in RYB yet. So I'm gonna say Chef. I think Chef has got great potential if he patents his clarity to the fullest. Just very, very, very slightly slurs his words, very slightly, and then he's good because that round against Swipe that was good. I'm gonna say because, for example, I'm not gonna say people like, for example, yourself, Mulo. I'm not gonna say myself. I'm not gonna say Waleed, Chris, Yakeem, Brands, etc. These man, we all know what we're like on RYB already. But if we're talking on RYB, who can like make the jump, for example, I think Slaps. You know, I think Slaps. I think he's like he's got something about him. He's got the disrespect about him. I just think he needs to clash more. He needs to clash more. So I'm gonna go Chef, Slaps. I am. Oh, who else would I say though? This is I've made the criteria difficult for myself. That's the problem I've just had here. Chris Brands, they're established. If we're talking like people, I'm gonna. I'll say Jonah. I'll say Jonah had something about him. He was just nervous. So I'll give Jonah his credit where it's due. He was good. He was good. So if we're going off my criteria, I'm saying Jonah, Slaps, and Chef. If we're talking people that can make the jump further, then RYB, then established battlers, I'm going myself, Mulo, and Brands. That's what I'm saying. Mulo. Merry Christmas to yourself as well, Charlie. My worst round motivated you to join RYB. Come on, you kept that one quiet. That's another W. You remember I saw you around on Insta, innit? On TikTok, sorry. I already wanted to join, innit? But I was like, I think I was just forgotten about. So I was in Greece. Like, it was like 2 a.m. or some shit. I saw your post and I was like, yeah, this is sick. And this was before the videos came out. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. I need to join this because I ain't rapped it. I used to rap. So I was like, fuck it. I can be pardoned for my Mitchell crap. Fuck's sake. Your favorite 3 RYB rounds. It's gonna look like I'm glazing. But I will say your round against Diddy, your round against Swipe That, and Robert's round against Chris. I can't lie, those are my favorite 3. Because there's a few. Like, honorable mentions, I know you said 3, but I'm going to mention more because it's tough. There's a lot of great rounds. I do like Brands' round against Swipe That. I do like Yuna and Brands' rounds against each other. I do like Waleed's round against Chris. I do actually like Chris's round against Robert as well. I do like his Waleed round. Yeah, those are my honorable mentions as well. Those are my honorable mentions. But my top 3 would be your 2 rounds and Robert's round. If I'm talking top 3, Yuna's round is very, like, I'm just talking personal favorite as well. This is my favorite. You said favorite. So, yeah, those are the ones I would go back to the most. Top 3 worst RYB rappers. In the most respectful way possible, it is Mitchell, Drew, and Nico. I'm not going to speak on the last one, but Drew hasn't finished a round. He's clearly a good writer, though. He can piece something together. And Mitchell just needs to write to the beat. He needs to write to the beat. So, and Mitchell's a really nice guy. So I do hope for his sake that, you know, he does well. Same with Drew. Big up to Mark, bro. Hope you're doing well, my guy. Yeah. Could God create a stone so heavy that he could not lift it? I feel like if, like, for example, I don't listen. Big up all the religions, innit? Let's say there was just a God that like everyone could agree on. I'm too drunk to like fully articulate myself right now. But let's say like God was like, he was just that guy in it. If he could create the stone, you are God in it. You should be able to do anything. Like you're literally God. Like God doesn't have a skill issue. Like he's not a normal human. He made all of us in it. So like he could create everything. He could probably lift the fucking football stadium if he wants to. Just pick that shit up, bro. Pick that shit up. Against Diddy. Yeah, Diddy was on OIB. Big up Charlie, man. You became another YouTube member. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, bro, come on. You don't rate your rounds enough. Yeah, W3 rounds. Like, listen, this is why I'm the GOAT, apparently. Why is Tupac so overrated? I wonder if E is still in the chat. Tupac ain't overrated. I don't listen to Tupac as much as I used to. I would say, yeah. But, I don't know. W chat. Big up Jay, bro. Big up my guy, Jay. Hope you're doing well. I don't know what that was laughing at, but yeah, yeah. How many calories a day do you think Biggie had to consume? Oh, a day. I don't know about had to, but like minimum 2,000. This guy was doing 5k calories probably a day. I don't know, like what was Biggie eating though? Like was he eating like birthday shit, like every fucking day, like Christmas turkey every day? You get me? Someone clip that. Oh god, here we go. Who is the one youth who's 100% in the closet? And why is it touchline? Oh, one YouTuber who's 100% in the closet. And why is it touchline? Fuck, you know. Man, bro's trying to get me into beef. Waleed, I know you got a good question brewing. Merry Christmas, John. Hope you're doing well, brother. If you can hang out with ultras from another country's football club, who? Frankfurt. You see, Frankfurt, yeah, they're the best fans I've seen come to West Ham United. I'll be so real. Like the way they were like on a wave together in that stadium. And people say you can't create an away atmosphere in the London Stadium. Yes, you can. You just can't create a home one. Them man were synchronized, bro. Them man were jumping up and down. They were jumping up and down for real. Mike's, what are you going to do when touchline knocks you out? It's never going to happen, my brother. Never going to happen. Take 6 traits from RYB artists to make your perfect battler. Ooh, okay. That's a fantastic question. I can't lie. I'm going to take... I'm going to take is already a crazy sentence. So I'm going to rephrase that before I say anything else. So let me reword that. I'm gonna put Waleed's elevation, Robert's disrespect, I'm gonna go Mulo's structuring, Brands' clarity. I've said how many people have I said? I've said 4. Chris is schemes. And I'm going to go with Yuna's punchlines. That would be my big 6. Like that's the perfect RYB battler for me. Okay, Mulo. Do you think Mulo would be good in pen game? I do think he will. Be. If I ever battle Mulo, he's going to clip this and put it at the start of the round. I do think he will be. I think Mulo's ready for a face-to-face clash. I think there's only a few in RYB that are, and he's one of them, in my humble opinion. I don't think you can't just throw him against like a vet straight away. I think give him like a someone who's like underrated, for example, right now. Let him go face-to-face. Obviously, go through the academy process, go face-to-face, and then I think he'll be good, you know. I don't know what Mulo is like on stage and performing, but I do think Mulo has some experience. I said, don't do that, Waleed. It's a paradox. He's omnipotent, so he could do anything. But then if he could create one, it means he has a limit of he can and can't lift. If he has a limit, there's not a right or wrong answer. I'm too drunk to comprehend what you just said, but I fully hear you, bro. Why have you lost the love for streaming? The reason why I've lost the love for streaming is because basically I feel like I wasn't getting what I wanted out of the views in terms of the amount of consistency I was actually doing. So it became very difficult for me. So what I will say is the reason why I've done this is because like I've wanted to condense less shows, so I have more time to myself. I was burning myself out with the amount of content I was doing, and I have so many eggs in other baskets. So I couldn't just like focus and prioritize my streaming. So for this, however, I'm having fun doing this because I'm doing a fun solo stream where I can interact with the chat, and doing less shows allows me to do more stuff like this. So when you got a life like work and stuff, and you've got like just a general life, and you got to wake up early after, going to do streaming late, and then having a life, and then stress of your personal life, and then other stuff. When that all combines together, it makes you lose the love for your actual hobbies that you just wanted to have as fun. Did you see Alfred threatens a belly flop touchline to defend your honor? Yeah, Alfie should have watched the rest of the video. Alfie should have watched the rest of the video because it's not serious. It's not serious. Galatasaray Ultras are on smoke. They are. That's why I'm not chilling with them, man. Charlie's throwing me. Yeah, if this is your first time seeing Charlie's the funniest mod we have. Who is your top 3 music artist that's on the come up that you think is going to blow up? I want to come up. Arca. He's my favorite music artist that's like not established. Arca's amazing. I like the way he focuses on other genres as well. I'm gonna go JD Cliff. He's a throwback artist. He's a throwback. Mixing up rock, indie, and grime together. So I'm a big fan of JD Cliff, and I'm gonna go Masterpiece. I've seen him live 3 times this year. I've met him. He's actually seen my TikToks reviewing his music, which is an honor in itself. So big up to Masterpiece as well. He makes indie music and he incorporates EDM. He actually used to be a grime MC himself. Made the song with AJ Tracy this year. He was on his album. I think them 3 are going to blow up as solo artists that they're on a come up that I think they'll blow up in the future. They've got like star quality that we used to see like 10 years ago. So where's Dave? Oh yeah, Dave. Yeah, Dave, where's that bloke? Do you know what it is? Melon said John was Dave this entire time. I didn't believe it just because when John was John, I think it is Dave because but I can't say what I want to say in it because I don't know how private John is. But ever since John was John, he became rude towards the people. Dave was never like that, so that's why it went to my mind, didn't it? Max, do you think you win against Charlie in a boxing match? I don't know how tall Charlie is. I don't know how strong Charlie is, and I don't know how was experiences in boxing, so I have no idea. Elevation, bro, you got elevation, my brother. If John is Dave, I've no doubt. Disrespect, come on. Come on, bro. Big up Jacob, bro. Hope you're doing well. Magnificent question, Mula. Did I miss the question? Oh no, I didn't miss the question. What's elevation? So like Waleed every time he improves, like every single battle. Whether it's a big gap or a little gap, he improves every single battle because he's learning. He's adding more stuff to his like battles and stuff where he can become an all-round battler. Especially on RYB for now. Who do you think would be the best at pen game in the summer series? I'm definitely the worst. It's probably going to be me. I'm the only one that raps. If not, then Alfie because he's the only other one that's actually rapped. I can't lie. I don't know how good. I don't know whether Prime has rapped before. I could never picture him or Melon rapping. He has rapped a bit. So I put him third in it. But you 3, you 3 would get slaughtered. E will probably get slaughtered. Alfie, he might hold himself up, but like compared to the others, he might not get slaughtered as much. Me right now, I'd get slaughtered, but like maybe one day. I don't think I'd ever get on, but like if in the state that I'm in, sort of thing. Like I need to improve a lot before I ever even do that. Why does Alfred currently look like Toad from Mario with his hair? I called Alfie Toad. Oh my god. I called Alfie Toad. Man said Mario Kart on my days. I don't know, bro. Was AJ ever in the summer series? Thought it was Mike's, E, Prime, and Alfie. It was, but like we have our own GC. So that's why I'm including Melon and AJ. Yeah, JD Cliff is cold. Yeah, JD Cliff. I've been listening to for nearly 2 years now. Yeah, he's cold still. Top 3 favorite up and coming grime MCs right now. Oh, up and coming. If I'm gonna be real, like in terms of like brand new, I haven't really spotted many. I've already spotted like brand new. Like I'm talking like if we're talking like upcoming, then over the past few years, I don't think I've been listening to new grime MCs like that. Because all the MCs that I know, I've known for years, despite them not being established. If you get what I mean, like 3, 4, 5 years or whatever. Like so, yeah. I've seen you around on this OIB. Big fan. Thank you, Jacob. Sorry to break it to you. I'm Dave. Enough of that gimmick. You like as soon as you just went to being John, you just turned more rude and disrespectful, bro. Like, let the chaos commence. Once and hold that time out. Think about what you've done. Come back and apologize. Fuck's sake. I knew once when he'd stop whispering, he'd be 50% colder, 50 times colder. Yeah, no, facts. Of course. Big up, Mike's. My favorite match. My local team was against West Ham, but we lost the away match. So I hope everything is well. Merry Christmas. Of course, West Ham make you happier. West Ham make everyone happier, but West Ham United fans themselves. But big up to you, bro. I've had a great Christmas. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, cheers. Yeah. I'm 6'1", 105 kg and used to train a bit of boxing. Yeah, I'm fucked then. Yeah. 5'8", skinny as fuck. I'm like 68 kg. This is a complete mismatch. I am not fighting Charlie. What the fuck? I don't think you get slaughtered on the academy. Not on the academy. I want to get slaughtered on the academy. I think a few people in RRB could go on academy. I've seen some of the standard. Like, don't get me wrong, you've got some great people that come from the academy, but most of these people have actually qualified. So like Ed First, Vante, J Money. Why is my mind gone blank? LC. You know, them type of people I'm not talking about, but the people that didn't qualify, I could battle against some of these guys. Merry Christmas. What a nice chill day. Yeah, very nice chill day. Hope you had a great Christmas, Villa fan, brother. Okay, that's outrageous. That's outrageous. I definitely lose to Charlie. He's got 25 kg on me, even though I'm 6'2". Yeah, different weight class. What are your 20 predictions? What RYB? I'm winning that shit, bro. What do you mean? I'm not gonna predict anyone else. I'm not predicting anyone else winning. I'm winning that tournament. I'm winning it. Why wouldn't I say myself? If you're not in the tournament, I mean, if you are in the tournament, why wouldn't you say yourself? Why wouldn't you say yourself? I'm gonna say me. I'm gonna say myself because I believe in myself. I've missed streams like this. The glory days are back. I'll do more of these streams. It's just like I don't know how these streams are gonna get in terms of feedback. That like the viewership isn't always going to be there, but it's a great opportunity to do this, especially on Christmas Day. I couldn't miss an opportunity to do this. We'll probably do one for New Year's Day as well, depending on if the GVO show happens next week. You best know Mike's been ready. Come on, bro. Come on. We just need Musty to show up now, and the three musketeers are back. Facts. The big three of the GVO Mike's chat. What we saying? I did. It was nice. I didn't ask for much. Just clothes. Fam, I literally just got clothes and. Well, I got this, bro. What is this? This is like mini aftershave or something. Like that's all I really asked for, to be fair. That's all I really asked for. Group predictions. Okay. Mulo and Robert will qualify. Who else is qualifying, bro? Me and Yakeem will qualify. Brands and Chris will qualify. And the other group, Waleed and Jason. So those will be the guys that qualify. It'll be me, Robert, Mulo, Yakeem, Waleed, Jason, Brands, and Chris. Those will be the guys that qualify, for sure. I think I'll be surprised. The only one I wouldn't be surprised if any change would be Forte. I think Forte is sick as well. Any other like outcome, I'd be surprised. What the fuck? What kind of question is this shit? Okay, yeah. Well, now I've answered it. Opinions on West Ham this season, fucking terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible. Terrible manager, terrible owners. Players sometimes don't even try, but most of the time I'll try and just haven't been set up properly. Lack of squad depth. Gonna get relegated. That's my opinion. It's a whole load of shit, bruv. Are you gonna come jump on this City train? Oh, bro, you know, You know, I like Man City. I always like Man City, bro. Genuinely always liked Man City. I'll criticize everyone. I'm very fair of everyone, but I've always liked Man City. Because West Ham have always been cool with Man City, but always had great players when I've been growing up. So I'm always going to think good of Man City. I hear it, bro. You're looking forward to the next meetup, whenever it happens. I've got a few weeks off work. We had a cybersecurity accident off. I'm chilling office gym to myself on Christmas Day. Hits that crack. Yeah, good to know. Good to know. I will be looking forward to the next meetup when it happens because I'm always looking forward to just going outside. I don't like being inside my house. I like being outside of my house. I am not an indoors person. I'm an outdoors person. I am looking to, just live my fucking life to the fullest. I am looking to live my life. I just want to go out, have fun. That's all I want to do. I ain't trying to sit inside and do all of this shit. Even though West Ham got 99 problems, Mike's keeps it 100. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. West Ham got bare problems. I asked for a blonde tart under my tree. When I woke up, I wasn't disappointed. Okay, brother. At least you wasn't disappointed, I guess. I'm going to go back to the Insta questions. Big up Jay. Obviously, you man know Hotspur Cave. He asked, what's your favorite moment since being on YouTube? Since being on YouTube, especially with this channel and the football YouTube scene, it is hitting 1K. Hitting 1K was great for me. I can't lie. Definitely one of my favorite moments this year, just in general. That was a great time, and it took me a long time to get to 1K, but actually getting there gave me a lift. It gave me a lift for sure. In hindsight, it hasn't been great since hitting 1K, since doing this channel. I'll be so honest, but I'm going to always carry on doing this channel. I've become content of the ways to blow up on football YouTube isn't going to be the best, isn't going to be the way that I want it to be, put it that way. It's not going to be the way I want it to be. And it's going to take a longer process than I thought it would be. But I need to invest in this channel. I need to upgrade this channel, and I cannot be doing the same shit next year. I need to evolve. So that's why I'm trying to evolve anyway, and I was going to change no matter what, but I need to bruv, and I genuinely, I need to just be on point next year when it comes to all baskets. But that's why I haven't uploaded as much. I'm trying to focus on quantity so I can have all my eggs in one basket. I'm constantly working on something whilst not burning myself out, because I've got other things happening in this channel that I'm just trying to make my name in, sort of thing. What's been your best stream this year? It is probably the summer series that Charlie referred to. It's the time where Alfie got caught out of the gunner thing. We was on board with West Ham United watch along, and the subs pointed it out. Who pointed it out? Was it Charlie and John? Was it Charlie and John? Was it you two? Was it you two that pointed it out? I'm pretty sure it was you two that helped us. And obviously Alfie wasn't watching the stream. So we knew on a GVO show, all we had to do was make that one step. And then on summer series was the final day of the coffin. I don't like calling you John. I prefer calling you Dave. I'll be so honest. Because I'm just used to you being Dave. I was like, where the fuck? I was generally thinking, where the fuck has Dave gone? Because I was like, Dave disappeared from my fucking channel. But I kind of clocked you as John. But I just didn't want to be sure I made myself look stupid. But I made myself look stupid anyway by not remembering that you was John. Because your other socials were John. So that's why I remembered. But still. 1.58k subs. We're moving up. Watch out, League Gunner say TV runs and bans. Fuck's sake. Merry Christmas. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. For some reason, I am not getting my YouTube paycheck anytime soon. They're not giving me the YouTube paycheck. I don't know why. But big up to you, brother. Merry Christmas to everyone indeed. And hope you've all had a great day. Yeah, me and Dave. See, yeah, that time where we planned that stuff. And we landed it on the day. And then he made the video. That was the perfect steps to doing that shit. So, yeah. Yeah, I can't lie. That was fun. I'm going to go back to the Insta questions. Without disclosing your lowest point in life, how did you get out of it? That's another question from Robert. I'll disclose it anyway. It was basically just me depressed in school. I was a major fucking depression. Being in secondary school and stuff. How did I get out of it? To be honest, I was about to leave my secondary school. And then I was like, okay, I'll carry on the last 6 months. I'll carry on the last 6 months just to get out of it. I've got 6 months left that I get to leave the school. And I was about to leave secondary school anyway, 6 months before. And then after I left school, I didn't really have depression. I went to college. I went to a music college. I had, well, a bit of the time in my life. I was still going through some shit. But that's when GVO became a thing. The problem with college was that I was going and then lockdown happened and then it ruined it. Because I was college, I was having fun, finally escaped school, and fucking lockdown. And then I tried to go back and it wasn't the same. And then I left college. How long do we have to suffer through more Alfie drivel on shows before he gets the poo? That is so rude. Alfie's not leaving anytime soon, bro. What I will say though is if I'm gonna have to keep cancelling the GVO show, I will have to cut off that show as well. I will say that very bluntly. Did the panel plan to cook me on the first episode of Summer Series? I only found out during the show. I was caught off guard. That shit killed me. No, it was only meant to be me that planned that. And to be fair, it was mainly me anyway. It was only a slight jab from everyone else, but it was me because you cooked me on E-Stream randomly. I was like, oh, AJ, is this the games we're playing? Yeah? Well, we've got the first episode of Summer Series tomorrow. So let me get my fucking revenge, bruv. Let me get my revenge. I will be there. And then, yeah, I did what I did, didn't it? So then I did what I did. I only did it because I'm caught straight. I was like, let me do what I need to do this time, bruv. Let me know what I need to do this time. I do have a question. Okay. All right, big up to Una. Big up to Una. He asked this question. I've been curious, but okay, I do actually have a question. I don't know why I've been curious, but how comes you aren't religious? The reason why I'm not religious is because both my parents were two different religions, and they are not like entirely religious. They follow the religion, mainly my mum, but she's not like mad religious where it has to be like in my household you have to believe what I believe sort of thing. So they let me have the freedom. And to be honest, I never really think about whether God exists nowadays or not. I just find it interesting the amount of religions we have in it, and what people believe in and stuff like that as well. But for me, I've just always been like, I don't know, innit? I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe. I kind of just don't want to think about it. To be honest, when it comes to like, what is this life? So for me, there was no direction for me to become religious in my household. That's the answer to that. AJ once spoke. He said for me in the chat once too. Yeah, he did. He said you on the show. Big up Yas every single time. Hope you're doing well, bro. Chemo Cresswell versus malnourished Isak. I don't even look like Cresswell, bro. That's what AJ started. AJ already started that because that was alliteration, bro. Why do you have a white boy's taste buds, but you're not white? I am half white. Do I have a white boy's taste buds? I don't think I'm that bad. I just don't like spice. Like, I just don't like spice. Do you know what it is, yeah? I will say this, yeah. As a half white, half like Asian / whatever, yeah. I've never identified like properly with any culture. Like I will say that for sure. I've never felt like I was a proper Asian or proper white person. I never felt properly either. And that's just me. That's just me. I would be so real. Like, and I grew up as a man who grew up like that. I was the only one that I knew that was half white, half Asian. So I was like, I don't really know, innit? I never really identified because I just did my own thing for everything, innit? I never followed like a certain culture of like certain interest in that culture or whatever. Point proven. Yeah, fair enough. That's fair. That's fair. Man, like Max, big up slats, bro. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, bro. What's one thing in modern football that you would abolish? Says Roberts. VAR. VAR can fuck off. You're gonna fuck out here. VAR needs to fuck off. And I'm not going to games next year, yeah, but it is mainly for like a going to games thing, but also I don't want to be scrolling on my phone in the middle of a VAR decision of when it takes 3 to 4 minutes. Like, I will never like VAR. I will never get on board with it. I will never get on board with it. So yeah, VAR needs to go. There's nothing else that's worse. That or just Arsenal fans. Where does Alfie's confidence in winning fights come from when he's losing his? Like, okay, that's fucking outrageous. I cannot lie. He's definitely not losing that fight. Were we friends before that stream? Because I knew we were cool after the call-in show. I wasn't sure. We were cool in it. I think we became friends really when we just started talking more. Whenever we started talking more, we became friends. I'd say, like on a regular sort of thing. I'd say that's when we became friends. That's a Charlie when she boxed Alfie who ever came to England. You've got to set up. You can't just randomly punch him. Another Robert question: Do you think you could survive 60 days in isolation, not being able to leave the house? You may open your front door for deliveries. I could survive 60 days as long as I'm still getting paid. Like, as long as I'm still getting paid for my work, then yeah, I can survive. If it was like a thing of like, okay, your job is not affected or whatever, I can survive 60 days. I don't like, as I said, I'm not an inside person, but like, if I've got 60 days, I've got 60 days. I can survive. I can survive. I'd go crazy a bit though. I'd have to do like exercise or just write all the time when it comes to music. And box Alfie and Millen at the same time. Fucking hell. Fair enough. The confidence is there. To be fair, you are 6'1". Who are your 3 favorite music reactors? Lee to the VI, Prod Walks, and Bryson, bruv. Those are the 3 I watch the most. So I'd say them 3, bruv. I'd say them 3. Big up Bryson every single time. Bryson's very fucking entertaining. But Walks and Lee to the VI are my favorite. Those are the ones I've been watching for years because Dan and Kaz don't do reactions anymore. So I'd say them 3. Who's the biggest incel out of your friend group? So you're talking about the summer series guys. The biggest incel. Oh my days. I don't think I can disclose that question. I'll be so wrong. I don't think I can disclose the answer to that question. I don't know. I would love to know, innit? I'm gonna let me VN the group. Where's the group? Alright, lads. I don't know how to feel when it comes to answering this question, innit? But I'm on live. John asked me who's the biggest incel out of the friend group. Feel free to VN your answers. We'll see if they get back to me after that. Slashley is my number 1. I wanted that goth bird under my tree yesterday. Is that a reactor then? When he said Slashley, I thought that was a typo. I can't lie. Because I don't know who that is. 60 days of isolation, 3 music reactors. If Notorious B.I.G. was a morbidly obese, do you think his legacy would have been as it is today? It would have been as it is today. It just like he wouldn't have probably have blown. No, actually, blowing up counts as part of the legacy. Okay, probably not. I guess people were right when I was debating in the chat about would Biggie be the same if he wasn't fucking fat as fuck. I guess he wouldn't be. You have a leg injury, hypothetically, and you're sat with 4 old people next to you on a tube. Another frail-looking pensioner comes on, but there are no seats. They look to you expectantly. If they want you to surrender your seat, what are you doing? I'm telling them to fuck off, blood. Bro, my leg ain't working. You will live. You're walking, right? I'm not walking. I need to sit down before you do. If you're looking at me expecting me to get up, you could fuck off. Okay, she is a music reactor. Fair enough. Charlie, you gotta invest in the chocolate baddies, bro. Where's this come from? John? Let me prepare these. Okay, this is Robert's 2 questions. Would Jared Bowen have left West Ham by now if he wasn't scared of the father-in-law? I think it's a false narrative, to be completely honest with you, about that he's scared of Daddy Dyer. He's his own man. I don't think he's that much of a pussy. The problem is he signed a contract, so he's kind of here for life, and he's too old to like make a big move. So I think the reason why he hasn't left West Ham is because of pure sentiment, and he's settled with the West Ham family. But I don't think it's directly because he's so-called scared of Danny Dyer. Would you rather live in a house shared for 2 weeks with loud eaters, or have to share meals with them? Or would you live in LA for 2 months where UK music is hypothetically banned? House with loud eaters. I don't want to move all the way to LA. I'll do the loud, even though I hate loud eaters. Like, how are you eating, yeah, and you're making bare noise, bro? Just eat your food and shut up, bro. Just shut up. Eat your food and shush, bro. Just keep your mouth closed. No one wants to see or hear what you're eating. Just going, like, fuck off. But yeah, that's my answer to them questions. What were your religions? Were your parents given? You mentioned religion. My mom's Hindu. My dad's Christian, but like he doesn't really. He would only say he's Christian because like he doesn't have another answer in it. I think he believes in God, but like he never gone to church and that. He's not like mad religious like that. Whereas my mom's Hindu, like she follows like she doesn't Like she's a vegetarian and stuff. She's a vegetarian. But she doesn't like she's not like mad praying all the time and stuff like that as well. Like she just celebrates Diwali and stuff, but like yeah, she's Hindu. My mom's a Hindu. Yeah. I said you can't you got a cheat, so you can't for the love of the game. We hit 500 subs on the extra channel 2 days ago. Congratulations to Sarcasm City TV Extra, bruv. Big up to everyone involved. What is the worst present you ever had? A Man United shirt. Someone tried giving me a Man United shirt for my birthday. On my 7th birthday. The AIG days. So it's like I think it was Tevez, Rooney, Ronaldo days. It was someone associated with my family, like a family friend sort of thing. They tried giving me a Man United shirt, knowing I was a West Ham fan. And I said, I'm not wearing this. And it had like, when Rooney had the number 8, pardon me, it had Rooney 8 on the back. AIG. I think the thing was gold. I was not tempted to wear that whatsoever because I already grew my dislike for Man United at a very young age. And I'm a West Ham fan. So I guess when people asked if you weren't a West Ham fan, what club would you support? It probably would have been Man United because of the amount of glory hunters that are in East London. But for me, I didn't like Man United. I was supporting West Ham from the jump, from day dot, from when I was fresh out the womb, fresh out the slammer. You get me? So the worst present I've had is a Man United shirt. I don't like the smell of burning rubber, so I wasn't rapping it. I had a couple. You're an outrageous man. Moving like Nick Cannon. You're an outrageous man, Charlie. Outrageous. Yeah, congrats to Prime, Flawless, and everyone involved. I left the game before the game left me. I went out on top. Literally, I guess. Literally. Let me go to the post now. I'm going to go to the YouTube questions on the community. Keep spamming your questions. Make sure to smash the likes and subscribe if you haven't already. And feel free to ask what you want. It's Christmas Day. Try and be as unfiltered as possible without trying to get me into trouble and making me read something out loud. That's going to get me fucking wrapped. But just ask some questions that you want me to answer, bro. It doesn't have to be about football or anything. I'm going to go to... okay. Are those questions? Those aren't questions. All right, let me go to these questions. Big up to Special One, aka Damien. Do you think James Ward-Prowse signing for 30 million at 29 at the time was a good one? You know, I was a fan at the time of James Ward-Prowse, so you know the answer to that already, and I was wrong. But yes, I did think that was a good idea because I thought it was an 8 that I liked from Southampton. I liked watching him at Southampton. Did you rate the Fulkirk signing at the time? Again, you know I did. Yes, I did. Again, I was wrong. Do you think Potter should have turned us into a 5 at the back, set up upon arrival, kept it to 4-2-3-1? I think he should have done what he did at Brighton and been varied with the formations to keep the same formation in possession, but adjust the formation out of possession based on the opponent he's coming up against, which is what he did at Brighton. So I think the formation shouldn't have had a set thing, and we should have had the same philosophy in possession. But what we did instead was pass sideways and play James Ward-Prowse every single game. Big up to Strike First. Will the ownership sell up if we go down? Probably not. I don't think it'll be enough. Is Somerville ineffective? I think he's effective, has no end product. What striker and centre-back should we look at in January? Go and get Haji Wright from Coventry and centre-back. Not too sure who we could get. If I'm being so real when it comes to centre-back, we need one. Is it fair to say Prime is the Ravel Morrison of YouTube? Heaps of potential, but doesn't stream himself. I guess, but Prime, I don't think he ever had an interest in streaming himself. He just has fun appearing on other people's channels. You know, I'm not sure how a Prime channel would go because Prime can't be turning off his camera constantly and watching other people's streams while streaming. If he did do his own channel. If he did cut those out and he did his own channel, I would watch because Prime is very entertaining and Prime has got a great character. He knows his football, so I would watch him. I would watch him, but he'd have to cut those things out if he was to do YouTube. Of course, Damien would do serious West Ham questions. Fuck's sake. Good to see Melon go off to Milan. Oh, Fulkirk, yes. What is your weirdest experience on public transport? Weirdest experience? I'm sure I have a story. I'm sure I have a couple stories. Weirdest experience. I guess this is really experienced, but I wasn't allowed to go to college because someone set off a firework at Ilford Station. So basically, back in the day, the Elizabeth line, I forgot what it used to be called when they extended the line. But it used to only go up to Liverpool Street, and that it never used to go off to like Heathrow or anything like that. It used to go straight to Liverpool Street, and I was going to college in Shoreditch, so I had to get off at Liverpool Street. Bro, I'm going to Chadwell Heath. Sorry for a firework at Ilford Station, so the whole trains get cancelled. So I was late for college. So that's up there. I nearly had a fight with someone because when again around the same time going to college, because they were setting their elbow and their bag against me, so I was plastered against the wall. So I nearly had a fight with someone due to that. And there was on my way to Pen Game to a Pen Game event, going past Whitechapel, there was someone blasting Dizzy Rascal. Those are my main ones I can think of right now. Do you have any regrets? Did it affect your path in life? I have a lot of regrets. I should have been more confident a few years ago. I'm still working on it, but I should have been way confident like how I was now a few years ago. My other regrets, I shouldn't have been friends with certain people. I shouldn't have forgiven so easily. I should have been more ruthless with the people in my life, and I should have prioritized myself. Those are my regrets, and it affected me. Now I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing as a 22-year-old man. I know how to carry myself. I know what I'm doing. I know who should be in my life and who shouldn't be in my life. And I know what to focus on, and I've prioritized everything. So it's about how you come back rather than what you're going through, etc. Failed wonder kid. What you say? Prime's a failed wonder kid. Prime couldn't do a stream on his own right now. I'll be real. That's the thing. Like, it depends if Prime wanted to, and if Prime was willing to do it. I don't think Prime is willing to do it. Alfie can't do streams on his own. He does fucking hell. Bro doesn't like me. He cooks Alfie for days, bro. Yeah, Charlie's compared me to Ravel Morrison before, but aside Charlie and you, no one is watching my channel. People are watching. Everyone on this channel is watching your channel. I know it's not many people, but people are watching. Like, the people that you know already that know who you are watching. They're gonna watch your channel, and because what's it called? Because you're a Chelsea fan as well, it's actually very easy to blow up. People think, what's it called? That the more Big Six fans there are, the less it is to stand out. Chelsea, Arsenal, Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Tottenham all get views. They all get views. It's all king of the algorithm, which is why I always try and push people to do what they want. But if they don't want to do what they want when it comes to YouTube, that's up to them, not me. But Prime's story is different. He didn't like come in doing a channel. He was appearing on other people's streams, so he's carried on. Charlie, why'd you cook Alfie? What happened? Now I can see an 8-hour emergency meeting cooking this Irish mutant on a certain alcoholics channel. Fuck's sake, man. Why do you guys do the whole Lee Gunner who should not be named sort of thing? The alcoholic is falling off. I doubt it. Lee Gunner ain't gonna fall off anytime soon. People are gonna say that I'm biased. He's not gonna fall off anytime soon. What the fuck? Okay, we haven't got an answer on the incel question so far. I cook everyone who comes on here, including I support the fuck out of everyone though. I'm always in the Alfie Melon, the Big E stream, and Charlie will always give constructive feedback as well. That's why Charlie is the guy here. Charlie will give his honest opinion. He doesn't care whether you agree, whether you disagree, but also he will cook you because people know how to take a joke here. But also he will give you the support that you need and constructive feedback as a proper fan, a proper supporter. I shouldn't say fan, I should say supporter. But he is in everyone's streams. This is facts. He said that Alfie should be doing, he does great on short form content. I agree. Alfie does great on short form content as well. And he was always pushing me to do more lives. Now, as much as I don't do as much anymore again, I want to focus on quality, to be honest. And I do too much. If I moved out tomorrow and started streaming, how good do you think I'd do? If you can't, you won't hit the ground running straight away because it's not easy. But if you dedicate your time to it, because you could talk for days about football, I reckon you could do well. Because if you support Arsenal, you're going to get views, and you can talk for days about football. So you do well. You do well. You just don't. As long as you don't put pressure on yourself, I think you'd be fine. He is falling off. Fairs. Probably shit. She starts. Fuck. John's such a dickhead. Arsenal fans and Chelsea fans are so cringe online. They're cringe in real life as well, especially Arsenal fans. I'm telling you, change your name and you'll do better. Yes, Somali Yang as well. You can't be called Somali Yang on YouTube. You gotta think of something, and you can't be called officially uncensored. If you did a YouTube channel, you can't be called Somali Yang. Did I answer all the questions? Okay, no, Charlie, you put a question in the community thing. I didn't get many questions in the community thing, but I don't know if I've answered all the Insta questions yet. I'll do a serious one for once. We all see you do bits in music. When will we see you drop a full track? All love, big yourself up. I'm releasing music next year. So, not on January the 1st, but I will be releasing music next year. I want to work on an EP first, like 3 or 4 tracks, and then I'm gonna work on a mixtape. I do want to. I am going to release music. I am going to release music. I do want to do well in music. Again, I have the new motivation, and because I know more, I'll be better than how I was when I was 16 trying to do this shit. I really want to do well in this. I really do want to do well. I know the TikTok algorithm as well, so I just need a microphone. I need a microphone, and then I'm good here, and I'm gonna make music here, and then I would start investing and do all of that. E, now that you're here, yeah, am I allowed to play your VN? Okay, no, you see, okay, no, you said in the chat, play that. Okay.
I don't know, to be honest. First of all, what's up, chat? Second of all, if I had to guess, I'd probably say either me or Prime. And the main reason is because, like, if you're an incel, I'm assuming that means that, like, you have, like, hatred towards women. I don't think there's anyone that has hatred towards women in our group. But if I'm just looking at, like, the baseline of it as if, like, you've been pursuing a relationship and you haven't had one, I mean, it comes across that way for me because, like, I've done a lot of commentary videos about that kind of shit. Prime is very vocal and has a lot of clips about women and shit. All you have to do is watch the summer series, and it's very often Prime just has a clip and then I react to it and then we move on to another clip. So if I had to guess who's the closest to an incel out of us, it'd be probably me and Prime.
Hello, Chris. Hope you're doing well. So that was the answer to the incel question from Elijah. This was AJ's answer.
Can't lie, I'm very surprised that Elijah would say that. But what he said, yeah, I don't like calling people incels, especially in this group chat, because like, we're friends, innit? And I think calling someone an incel, that's a vile. But yeah, I don't know, because hatred towards it, none of us have that.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, like that example, that makes sense. So yeah.
My whole thing is like with the relationship thing as well. Like, I've never been in a relationship. My shit's been short term. All my shit is short term because, bruv, what do you expect? I'm a man who drinks. And to be honest, the reason why I'm drinking is because it's Christmas. Like, it's not a New Year's resolution, but because we're at the end of 2025 anyway, I'm not going to be drinking anytime soon. Like, you won't see me drinking on New Year's Day, New Year's Eve. I'm not doing all of that. Only when, like, the only time I'll drink now is if, like, for example, I'll go to, like, the pub or someone invites me for a night out and I'll be quite rare. I'm a lightweight anyway, and I'm not going to be getting drunk to throw up anymore. I need to just watch my limit. Last time was just a complete mistake. But I did well up until that. I do also want to just improve my physical shape. But back to the incel question, I think it's very difficult to put down. Again, none of us have a hatred to women. But like we have no reason to. So the incel question, most likely, I understand where E is coming from, but it's very difficult. Who would you guys say is the incel in the Summer Series group? Me, AJ, Prime, Melon, Alfie, and Elijah. Who would you say, and what would be your reason? If you've got a better suggestion that I'm listening. How do people watch you? Because I'm Somali, innit? Fuck's sake. Let me be a feature. A little E feature. Come on. Melon social distance from women. I'll be real. Let me not say enough. AJ, that's mad. I'm just focused on Sullivan again at the club then. Yeah, hear it. AJ talks like he's trying to get his word count up on the English exam. Hey, fuck's sake, man. Fuck's sake. Prime and I definitely come across as incels. I've been called that the most out of us, man, on the internet for sure. I guess that's the answer then. Ian AJ, cheers for the answer. I'm just focused on sort of getting out of the club. Then man, yeah, I agree, bro. I agree. I hate English exams, so fair enough, Charlie. I've asked that because I'm a raging feminist. Okay, bro. Big up, John. Nah, Dave, being called John is triggering me. Nah, facts. Please, John, can you please go back to be called Dave 55 with the heady one picture, please? I missed that. I don't know if there's other people, so I have to call you in somebody else. Oh yeah, that's true. That Chris, feel free to put a question in, Chris. Chris only knows me from a group, but still, yeah, that I'm gonna have to hold the L. Unfortunately, I'm gonna see if I've missed any Insta questions because a lot of people said they put questions in, but like apparently it was time ago, so I don't know. I might have to go on my screenshots on my photos. I need to delete like half my camera roll because like I'm fucking up my storage like expeditiously, bruv. Word to TI, bruv. Like I'm fully fucking it up. Dave the goat with BJ the goat picture. Fuck's sake, they're fucking Alfie lookalike. That Alfie lookalike, man. The fuck? The fuck? Your favorite vid that you've done? Big up to Lucas for the question. Favorite vid was discussing why the owners were shit that I said was my best video. I went in on the Cara Brady interview that she did at the end of at the start of the year, I think when we beat Arsenal. And the other one, I guess the West Ham Central one. I enjoyed those videos. Although Talker Social, I'll say Talker Social as well. I will say Talker Social. Random guess, but I'll call AJ the insult otherwise. Fair enough. I think it's Alfred. He used to talk with so much venom before you got a bird. Alfie's had girlfriends before though. Big up Una. I answered your question earlier that you put in the chat, by the way. I don't remember the timestamp. Do you think some people are inherently worth less than others? It kind of depends on the person. Like, for example, like worth less is kind of crazy. Like in terms of like, if you're a disgusting human being, then you're not worth anything to anyone. Like that. So I guess I don't know. It depends. It's such a broad question. It's very difficult to answer, brother. Must have you ask these questions. Favorite piece of content from each of the Spectrum Squad. Alfie and Melon don't upload enough for me to say that because they mainly do match reactions and they haven't done well. Melon doesn't do a match reaction; he doesn't watch along highlights, and Alfie hasn't uploaded anything other than a match preview, match reaction. So it's very difficult to have a highlight from that. He has a lot of highlights. I like obviously the Henry video, the Alfie video, Nostalgia Merchant video, I like the SNNs, I like the Bergville Grey video, I like the Sun video. I'll say the Sun video because I think that was important. It was the most important one due to the amount of like disgusting things that happened in the football community when it comes to like judging person for where they come from. For me, I don't fucking know. I think probably the Soccer Social videos. I haven't really uploaded anything that I've really, really liked. If I'm being honest, like in terms of like, I can be proud of this. I ain't got anything of a certain level. West Ham Central needs to be cancelled. I wish. Best highlight from the meetups. I guess meeting everyone for the first time. When we had that first day out, it was just vibes. So it was just that whole day was sick. It was just a vibe. So in other words, your favorite content from Big E is from Big E because the others don't make content. Facts, yeah. Like is a racist worth less, for example? Yes, definitely. By far, yeah. Like if you're a disgusting human being, if you're a bad moral, I think it depends on your moral compass. I think your worth. I would adjust someone's worth by their moral compass and by the continuous action of a certain type of bad behavior. So, like if you do something that's somewhat racist or somewhat of that ilk, and you continue to do that, your worth gets less and less. Your actions are worth less and less. And your actions are worth less and less. Your actions make you worth less and less. Sorry. Why did Nostalgia Merchants get abandoned? Because Alfie and Melon kept cancelling. So I couldn't be asked. Alfie and Melon kept cancelling. For me, I couldn't be bothered. I liked the podcast and we recorded really well, but there was too many times where I had to keep cancelling and double episoding and stuff like that as well. So yeah, that's pretty much why. I wanted the podcast to do well. As much as it didn't always get the best views, it was something I really believed in terms of the content. The content, and I enjoyed the recordings a lot, but like they kept cancelling. They're busy people, is what it is. I don't know why. I don't know why they cancel. It's not for me to ask in it. If they can't make it, they can't make it. So I had to abandon the nostalgia merchants. I had to abandon that. I had to study sociology. I guess that would kind of make sense with the questions. If you're racist, if you are racist, well, surely if someone is racist, they should be friends with Melon. Let's do a throwback to when Melon called you. Oh my days, yeah, long day, long day, long day. Melon knows not to say that word. How would you sum up your 2025 experience? Asked Harry on Instagram. A whirlwind, a roller coaster for sure. I've had some of my lowest lows since becoming an adult. For sure, nothing will beat the lows of being in school. But yeah. 2025 has been very difficult for me. I can't lie. Very, very difficult. It's had some of the greatest highs. I've met some amazing people, don't get me wrong. But it's the ups and downs. Like the downs have covered the ups, if I'm being so honest. It's really tested my mental health. But it's been a whirlwind because I've had a lot of great openings where I never thought I'd get to, sort of thing. And I think it's the first year where I've been like rated by people and felt comfortable with people and felt somewhat confident. This is the first year I pushed myself out of my comfort zone as well. So it's the first time I felt confident and people gave me credit for what I'm good at in terms of just being a human being rather than just certain attributes that I may have. So that's how I would describe my 2025. I'm not going to go into too far detail, but 2025 has been very difficult. I can't lie. But we're here now, innit? We're here now. Fuck a question. Glad I met you, man. Speaking of people I met, Elijah's one of those people. So yeah, big up to Elijah for sure. I met some great people. Despite you asking this dickhead fucking question in the chat, Yuna's one of them. Chris is one of them. Met some great people along the way. But considering Mike's is gay, and I thought I've got to prepare for the gay son or thought daughter question. I would rather have a gay son because I don't really care if you're gay or not, to be honest with you. If you're gay, you're gay. It's nothing to do with me, to be honest, even if you are my child. It's as long as you don't conform yourself because you are gay. So it's more the sassiness and the dress sense that annoys me more than what you like to do in your spare time. Whereas a thought daughter, you're just a slag. I can't respect you for being a slag. And if you're a guy that does the same thing, I can't respect you for that. I can't respect you. Don't be throwing yourself into not being safe. I think it's about the safety of your kid for me. That's what I go. That's what I go with. How was 2025 out of 10 given the highs and lows? I'd say a 5. I'd say it's a middle ground. I'd say for me, like the highs have been really high, the lows have been really low. So I'd say a 5. It's been mid. It's been a mid. And to be honest, it's probably been the best year I've had because of the highs. It's been the best year I've had, but the lows have been mad this year. I feel like you could get some answers out of your big question if you study sociology. That is true. That is true. Appreciate it, mind you. Come on, bro. Mike, it was amazing getting to meet you and many other people in the community. Big up to you, Chris. And big up to the whole Pen Game community. Really appreciate you. Really appreciate all of you. Hey, Mike, so I agree with you 100%. I say the same thing. Yeah, I think it's just like, I think like, I'm not homophobic, innit? Like, despite what I say in the rap battles, I'm actually not homophobic. I just don't, it just has nothing to do with my life. I'll be so real. It has nothing to do with me. My whole thing is like, it's just a preference. You was born the way you was born. I could be friends with you if you were that as well. My whole thing is like the whole sassy thing and the whole dressing the certain way I could not agree with. But again, that's you, innit? That's the you. It was great meeting you too, bro. You're a great guy. Appreciate you, thank you very much, and likewise, brother. so good to meet people you can be comfortable from and get feedback from just to talk to normally. Yeah, I've never had that, and that's what the pen game community has done for me, and that's what the football YouTube community has done for me as well. Because it's everyone of the same like-mindedness and same wavelength, which is where I really got about my time in college. Because when I went to music college, I met some great people. I don't talk to any of them. I haven't talked to them since, and the reason why they were so great is because we're all like-minded in terms of like music and stuff, and it was a great class. I only talked to Alfie. I was in my college. I actually saw someone that went to my college in Carnival randomly, and they recognized me from college, and it was good to see them again. But that's what I really like about the pen game community and the football community, is that very like-minded and stuff like that. So yeah, mine's a 5.5. Been to so many highs, but these low stung. Exactly. Like, yeah, I can pretty much agree with that. There's no losses, only lessons. That's a fact as well. That is a fact. The only thing you can do when you take a loss is carry on moving the same and carry on carrying yourself the same as you always have been carrying yourself. You can't let it change you. You can't let it change the way you live as well. You can't conform to the struggling of way of living as well, because you're not on the right path otherwise. You have to like be on the same path that you was when you were struggling, because if it changes your whole routine, or if your routine changes because you are going through something, it's a distraction. You're thinking about it too much. You actually need the same routine that you have to use your routine as a distraction to distract you from what you're going through, if that makes sense. So yeah, Chris, you put a couple questions in on Instagram as well. Favorite vid you made this year on any channels? On any channels, it would be my appearance on Bryson's channel for the rap battles, especially the last one against Waleed. In terms of my own channel, it'd probably be the Talker Social videos with me and my friends with Talker Social, and boom, we made that. Favorite football stream you did? Football stream. To be fair, none of the football streams I've done have been enjoyable. I guess when Alfie crashed out on Arteta after Newcastle beat Arsenal in the first leg in the Carabao Cup. When do you think you'll move out? What would be the biggest change? I don't know, because I would like to keep this house, but for myself. So that's kind of my main goal right now, is to save enough money to do that. The biggest move would just be the area change. I'm too used to everything in my area. I've lived in the same area my whole life, so it'll be kind of difficult for me to adjust to any area, even in England, even in East London, let alone England. So for me, I like the comfortability of knowing what I'm doing. So I'm going to move out probably, I guess, eventually, obviously, but I don't know when that would be. It's not going to be anytime soon for me. Do you have any big plans for 2026? My plans for 2026 is to create music, obviously win the tournament as well, win the Rep Your Bars tournament. I want to just put myself out there where I'm getting asked to do stuff from my TikTok. I want to make my TikTok as big as possible. Aware for that as well. But I want to make this YouTube channel as big as possible. I want to make sure I'm just turning out the content, but also really putting myself out there when it comes to music. I'm really taking opportunities, really trying to push for opportunities, etc. So that's what I'm on for 2026. That's what I'm on. I said, yo, Una made his back. What is this question then? Okay, no, I've answered all of them. Have I answered all the... I feel like I've answered every question that has been answered. Now it's just from you guys. Now it's just from the chat. So spam your questions. Spam your questions. Big up, Chris. Have a good day. Have a good night. How old are you? Are you Unk status yet? I'm 22. I'm going to be 23 next year. Fuck yeah. If you count as uncle, maybe. But I am 22 years old. I do not count myself as an uncle because I still get ID'd. So for when I don't get ID'd, you guys can call me an uncle. When I don't get ID'd, I get ID'd on a regular basis. Big up, Chris. Anything special for the stream when West Ham get relegated? Probably just full on depression for West Ham when West Ham get relegated. Nothing special, just special needs. I'm looking to come over next year. We're doing a panel and chat members meetup. Yes, for sure. We'll definitely arrange that. For as long as you are around on a weekend, I'm sure we could arrange that. The thing is, though, when it comes to the rest of the chat, because I don't know what you guys look like, innit? I don't know who I can invite. So it's very unsafe. But you could meet the Summer Series guys and maybe some other people. For sure, you could come out with us on that. Mine is a crazy out. That is crazy out of context. I said your questions, bro. What are you doing? Bro? What are you doing? It's definitely a real thing. It's definitely a real thing, bro. What kind of question is? How's that? It sounds like you're talking about the size of something. That's what it sounds like. 22 or shit. No, that's normal. Well, yeah, it's normal to be any fucking age, bruv. Fuck's sake. You told us to spam your question. Oh, fuck's sake, Jacob. You pedantic fucking prick. Fuck's sake, Jacob. Yeah, bro, it's normal to be any. I'm not unk, bro. I'm not a fucking unk. I'm until I ain't getting ID'd, I ain't an unk. I was like, I've explained that already. I turned 28 the other day and I still get ID'd. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get ID'd forever. And to be fair, I run the clean shaven thing. I run it clean shaven, so like I've always been like that. I've always been like that for sure, bro. For sure. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I get it. You told us to spam your questions, bro. But bro, man, I hate the whole culture of being get called an unk, bro. Boxing stream highlights out tomorrow, Max. Just finishing editing it. Oh, okay. No, I just clocked what you're talking about. Yes. Yeah, okay. Little Boxing Day upload, yeah? I could just chill, eat, and watch a Too Much of Me video, bro. I'm gassed, bro. I can't lie. Why is my screen? Why is it already from today? Bro, I've got bare screenshots on my phone, yeah? And it's just going to today, bro. No, not those questions. Not those questions. When did I swear, I think I did ask another time with Bearman's questions and stuff. But to be fair, I think that was time ago, bruv. So when people are talking about, oh, I asked a question like time ago, I'm like, bruv, that was like 3 weeks ago. Boxing stream on Boxing Day. I mean, it makes sense, bruv. It makes sense. If you had to choose between being a different race or different gender, what would you pick? Different race. I want to keep being a guy, bruv. I'm not gonna transition, bruv. I don't know what race I'd be because I know you're gonna ask that, but I don't really care. I don't really care about race. People think I'm bare different countries anyway, even though I am half white, half Indian with African heritage in the Indian family and other European countries and stuff. I'm out, my G bless. I'm having a good stream. Big up, Jacob. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Surely it's got to be race Mike's wants to spam the hard R. Are you still lying about never saying the N-word? I've explained this before and I'll explain it again. The reason why I've never said the word is because if you get comfortable saying the word around a certain type of people that give you permission to say the word, you're going to say it when you shouldn't say it. And that's the truth of it. You're going to get comfortable in another place where you feel like it's normal to say it and it changes your way of thinking. And also, even during a rap song, I've lived old enough on this world to know when the N-word is coming next, when I'm rapping along. So I know when to bleep it in my spare time. Because again, if I get comfortable saying it, I will be comfortable saying it in the wrong place. And that's a problem. It'll become a habit psychologically. I'm not lying. I don't need to lie. You know, you want to say the N-word. Fuck's sake, man. Different genders, so I could be a devious tart. That is a wild statement. That is a wild statement. I cannot lie. Cannot lie, brother. That is a wild statement. Devious tart. Devious tart is outrageous. I can't lie. But yeah, like a lot of people, like a lot of white people will get like the permission from black people to say the N-word and stuff, and it's just like, don't conform into saying it. Because otherwise you'll get too comfortable in saying it in places where you shouldn't say it. And then it just becomes normal for you. No, I hear it now. How much, if you had $1 million, how much would you give to Yuda every month? Oh no. Bro, if I had $1 million. Bro, it's like I'm paying you a subscription, bro. I can't lie, I'm not giving anyone shit. I can't lie, I'm not giving anyone shit. That shit's gonna run out eventually, man. I'm stingy with money as it is. Imagine if I was rich, I'd be even more stingy. I can't lie. I would just give people money in advance, innit? Like, just for like, why not go and treat yourself? I ain't giving you a monthly subscription. I ain't giving you a monthly subscription, bro. But I ain't giving anyone anything mad anyway if it's like $1 million as well. Like, because that is still, if I'm giving people money, that's actually not enough to have for yourself. I can't lie. I'd be the only West Ham girl. I'd be the West Ham Astrid where what a girl. Fucking hell. Get your. Nah, that's outrageous. That's outrageous. Would you take me shopping? Bro, that's what a guy says to a girl. Quoting 50 Cent. That's what a guy says to a girl. Yeah, I've just seen the other questions. What's it called? How does it feel to lose every week? What inspired you to start doing content? You should top 5 and rep your bars. Favorite up and coming music artist? Yeah, all weeks. Yeah, top 3. Yeah, I answered these questions in November. Yeah, I did that November Q&A one. So when people were asking that I did questions, I did that one time ago. That was over a month ago when I answered them questions. I just seen the other questions that people were talking about. I really just Mike shaming his members wild. I ain't shaming shit, bro. I ain't shaming shit, bro. I can't lie. Can't lie. But you know what, people? You know what? I am going to end the stream there, but I'm going to have to set up a redirect. But I've had fun doing this. I can't lie. It's been a great stream. I do kind of just want to do these like an hour. What's it called? An hour 20 or whatever sort of streams. Oh, I'd be tier list. I've done the tier list. Can I still find my tier list? Hold on. Do you know what? To be fair, I did Una dirty on the tier list. I'll put Una in the top tier as well. That is the only change I'll make. I can't remember my tier list, but I've done the tier list already. I put it in the group and I put it on my story. I'm not going to be able to find it in my camera roll. I said I could have had, fuck's sake. Yeah, Dave, change your name back, please. For the culture, bruv. Goat stream. Appreciate you, Waleed. Appreciate you. We're going to redirect over. Do a little content search. Yeah, no. I can't lie. I didn't tell you this, innit? But I went to watch your battles afterwards and like rewatch again. Yeah, I did you that even before the Brands one. I can't lie. Even before the Brands battle, I can't lie. I was like, nah. Because I remember we had a conversation about the Brands battle like straight after. And I'm just like, everything I said that I wanted to hear from you, like I basically heard anyway. So I'm lots of producing, baby. That's crazy. We're gonna Northside's the only one that's live, so we're gonna redirect to Northside. Yeah, big up to everyone here, and yeah, I'll be back soon. Take care and peace.